Okay, hi guys. Today we're making another card. This is probably the most complex card I'm going to be making, at least until the end of the semester, because this one's pretty intense. It's called the Gateway card, I think. And it has this interesting mechanism where you open it and like a set of 4 windows pops up. So this is our desired end results, and we're going to be making the card just like this, and I'm going to show you exactly how I made it. So you're going to need, for the equipment you're going to need a paper trimmer and a scoreboard. I use a score pal and it's bigger than it needs to be. It just needs to be, I think it needs to be 5 3/4 big. That's like the size it needs to be. So a 6-inch one would be fine. And then for the base card, you're just going to need 2 sheets of cardstock. For the text boxes, you're going to need a piece of blank cardstock, and for the front cover, you're going to need a piece of patterned cardstock. And then for embellishments, I'm using some new stickers I found at Walmart. This is the Walmart in Ada. They were just out a couple months ago and I picked them up. And then I'm also using 2 stamps from Michael's new stamp set for Halloween. They're just little block stamps. And I'm using an ink pad. This is archival ink. You don't have to use this one. It's just ink. So, first things first, we start out with our base and we start trimming. I'm going to start with the back. This is going to be the open shut of the card. So that one is going to be 4 inches by 11 inches. Next is the mechanism that makes it fold. And that's going to be 3.5 inches by 8 inches. And last but not least is the windows. It's going to fold open to. And that's 3.5 inches by 11 inches. So, that's our first round of paper trimming. Now for scoring. We're going to score the windows into quarters. So you're going to score once at 5.5. Another one at 2 3/4. On both sides. Okay, so for this next one, you're going to want to score straight down the middle, and that's at 1 3/4, I think. Yeah. And then you're not going to score, you're going to make dots, okay? For these marks, you're going to make dots, and then I'm going to show you how to score it later. But make a dot at 2 1/4 and 5 3/4. Flip it and make a dot on both sides. So now you see this black line. It's here to help me line up where I made the marks. So I made 2 marks, and I'm going to connect them diagonally and crease them. And this can be tricky. Took me a couple tries, but that's how you score that part. And then this is the outside. You just score it straight in half. So you go to 5.5 and score it. Now, this is when you can kind of start to see the card form, because, you know, this is going to fold in half, and this has its own special fold, and then you're going to fold this, you know, you start to see it come together. But I like to complete the card before I assemble it, because assembling this kind of card, once it's all done, it's kind of hard to put stuff in and take stuff out because of this folding mechanism. So you can set this piece aside. It doesn't get decorated, but this one gets decorated with text boxes on each panel. So just measure the panels. They are 2 3/4 by 3 1/2. So take 1/2 inch off of each measurement to make a text box. So we're going for 3 by 2 1/4. We're going to want 4. And then we can just use our double stick tape. I forgot to put that in the message, I'm sorry. You can just use your double stick tape to center it and stick it down. This is also a good point in time to sticker it up and put your whatever decorations you want on it. I'm using this blue sticker sheet against the green for contrast, so I'm just gonna go wild with some stickers now. Yep, I'm going crazy. If I'm gonna be honest, I use most of these sheets, well, most of this sheet, but I use a lot when making this card because you don't want it to lack stickers. The stickers are what makes it exciting. This is what makes it like a thematic card instead of just like a whatever time of the year it is card. Oh, I didn't even see that they had a 0 on here. I have to add him now. Okay. Let's add a couple more pumpkins and call it good. Okay. So this is the windows, and we're done with that. Next is the front. We're going to decorate the front of the card. So this is 4 inches, so we're going to cut a 3 1/2 by 5 for the front cover and tape it on there. This is where I'm using my ink pad, and I'm going to just ink up the boo, stamp it, just to add a little multimedia element. And you know, I haven't done stamps so far in my videos, so I figure I'll show you that you can use stamps. And then, oh, we have another 0 sticker. We have to add that. And we can add Jack and Sally right on the front of the card. I know on my other one I didn't put the 0 sticker, but I'm just now noticing that there's 0 stickers. Okay. So now the inside of the card. So this is going to fill the space until here. So you want your text boxes to be up here and down here. You can't have them like all the way. So you line up the score lines and measure from the mark. That's 3 3/4. So we're going for 3 1/4 by 3 1/2 for our text boxes. 3 1/4 by 3 1/2. We can't write on green. Well, I guess we could, and you could just stop there. But I'm not into that. So 2 3/4 by 3. And yeah, this video is really fast paced, so if you need to slow down, stop, rewind, anything like that, feel free, because I've made this card like 10 or 15 times and I'm just going through how I make it. You don't need to, we don't need to be exactly the same pace. So now you take these 2 down. These are our text boxes. This is where we can where we can write our letter, because most cards should have a letter. And then I like to add a little embellishment on the corners of these too, because, you know, they're cute. Like, here, I'll add a bat. Ooh, this one will need a big bat. Yeah, so now we're finally ready to address this piece of paper. This is a confusing little piece of paper. So, pay attention. We're going to want to fold it each way and like fold on each crease in both directions. You're going to want to get it nice and easy to fold on the fold points, because it folds straightly. You're going to pinch both these sides up and push the middle down. So we lost a little bit of filming, but basically you take this piece of paper, you pinch both sides, push down the middle, and pull it in until it forms this shape. Now, once you have this shape, you tape it in to the very center of your card. Okay, and you fold it and you make it look nice. Oh, my sticky's lost its stick. Okay. You fold it in until it looks nice. And you might be saying, what are these X's? Well, these X's are where you're going to put a piece of tape on each side to hold up the windows. So you're going to want to do the upper right hand corner and the lower left hand corner. Do not forget this, okay? And then about halfway between your crease and your edge, you're going to want to put the first window, like that. Just plop it down. And then you're going to want to give it a little bend in the middle, plop it down right in the center. It doesn't look like it has much bend, but once you give it a little oomph, then boom, you have a card. And it's done. You might have to fold it a little bit and let it understand. Oh. One second. I'm doing a little readjustment. But yeah, you might have to readjust some things and stuff, but yes, it pops out. Yes. I think I made a mistake on this side too. It needs to just be even. Okay. So, that's better. That's better. Yes, this is the final card. You open it up, there's some text boxes and some window boxes. You can always make this a version of your own that's not Halloween-y, but if you want to make a Halloween card, that's how.